We're back again, and look what we have. Another bluebird. Another bluebird that I always take. Okay, though. What's not as okay... Ooh, fries or robot? No, like Autobots, so robots make sense. What's not as okay is that James Cathcart has passed away, whom, if you are not aware, was a voice actor for James, Meowth, Gary. We're talking Pokemon here. A number of gym leaders and side characters and things of that nature. And a whole bunch of Pokemon, of course. I think he also ended up actually writing for some of the Season 4, like the Sinnoh seasons. So that's kind of cool. How can I even... Whatever, just do it like this. So, actually do it like this. So, that's sad. He was not the, to be clear, James was not the original voice actor for, like Brock, Meowth, James, etc. That'd be like, I think, Eric Stewart, I want to say. But he did do them for, he did do a bunch of those characters from like Battle Frontier all the way until the end, basically, of those characters being characters. So at this point, that would be a majority of the show's experience, or like lifespan. So, a sad day for the Pokemon fans out there. I don't know how I want to, I guess this, and we're gonna hope that this thing can just kill everything? Sure. I guess I can Thunderbird. Get some mana out there. So, rest in peace to James. I heard he was a cool guy. Never met him, but I heard he was a cool guy. We win this round. Now, another cool guy, except it's not a guy, it's a girl, and it's not like a human, it's a horse. Hara Urara? Is that the name? The one, the anime horse that is a real horse that was the one that lost like every race for 100-something races? She won a race in a retired horse racing competition. Her first win ever. So shoutouts to her for never giving up. Never giving up. This is an early jellyfish sighting. This guy is a 6'4" is my like concern with this, but I suppose we try it. Okay, that's pretty good. Save this, because we're gonna get a jelly. We're gonna get a gel. We're gonna get a We're gonna get a. What'd I tell you? Never doubted it. I never freaking doubted it, man. I never freaking doubted it. Cool. Okay. Mana. Oh, how did it? Oh, transform guy. Okay. Keep forgetting that that thing is there because it's new to me. All right, level here. Level here. Well. Yeah. Okay. Increase. Ooh. What is that? Increase no, what am I reading? Increase sell value of random sell friend. Don't have any of those. Sell this. Get this guy involved. Put this in the front. This is the team. This is the way to go. Sure. Yes, to put it on Fair Armadillo. This Fair Armadillo is just good. I'm not opposed to the dog. I have attacks. You have 30% of health is dead. Nah. Well, probably will have a lot of attacks. But we don't want to freeze the whole thing because we're trying to look for levels for camel, this, etc. to get more jellyfishing going on. Wow, your team is stacked. Your team is a big fella. The Kraken kind of helped us there, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Well, we probably should Barnacle. Wait, freeze? Ah, it already counts this roll. Okay, never mind. Okay, well, we'll level this and do that, and then that also means we'll use most of our money, so... Bluebird. Give it to something I'm not about to sell, please. Please? Okay, the hawk shoots something we don't care about. It's enough, it's enough. Nice. Level. Stats. Not a level, but it's something. Spend 4 mana. Things attack. Swap. I'll do an early swap on... but I need to get health onto it if I do that. Any way to get health onto that? Otherwise, not really. I was like really tempted to switch it. I think we gotta wait a turn or two, so... Let's just throw this on you, I guess. And then we can't roll. Yeah, alright, well. I feel like that's not particularly worth it. I probably shouldn't have bothered with the vulture freeze. It's a big fella up front, I'll tell you that much. Early transform? We get there. Nice. It did work out. It did work out. I mean, it's just there's nothing to use my gold on. There's just nothing to use my gold on, man. I'm gonna use this. I'm going to sell you. There's just nothing I can gain. I have to roll here. I just have to roll here. Especially when we're trying to, like... I think it's... If there isn't anything to use it on, then sure, but since there is, I might as well roll here. Okay, yes. Level this next turn. Yes. Okay. I actually think the lollipop is going to be pretty important on that I did on the fairy armadillo, so here's hoping. Here's hoping. Yeah, I mean, the weakness is rough. What's the health? 2 health. Not what I'm looking for necessarily. Okay, I mean, this is just a good unit. Not that we would find one necessarily quick. Good. Ability deals 10 damage once. Don't necessarily think I'm trying to level 3. I have to spend 6 gold if I want to do something. Otherwise, I have to roll. Yeah, screw you, man. You're a jerk. I don't like that guy. Screw that guy. Let's get a croissant on this, probably? I'm guessing that's what I want. Okay, I will level this now. I mean, that is what we want to be doing, I suppose. Get rid of the camel, probably? In order to do that. Baboon buffing the horse guy is good. Okay. We get 2 hits off of that. That's pretty powerful. He gets 2 hits, but I have a gigantic one of those hanging around. I'm telling you, that lollipop is gonna pay off. Okay, so the way we do this is we sell... We spirit. Yay! We this. I know it's a little money intensive, but we do get to buff literally everyone. So that's pretty cool. And then we start rolling for these things to then level. Probably. Chocolates and those things for now. Sure. Probably not gonna level 3. We're gonna take your buffs while they're here, but eventually we're probably gonna get rid of it. The team spirit does not need to be there. I realize that. Okay, they have a fair armadillo. Whoa, what does this do? Before attack, remove 5 health from target. Okay. Okay, trades, alright. You should be back here, and this should probably be here. Yes? Yes? Yeah. Well, I guess I could wait and do a melon or something. You know, buy the Judean date, etc. so forth. Something to be said for that. That's good. That's a good level to get. You know, maybe I do end up keeping this. And then just... Because, like, it's gonna give stats to Team Spirit or Sleipnir, which are both good. Those are both good. You know what? Because there's 3 gold exactly, I'll just do it. I'll do it. Whoa, how are you? Hold on. I'm only 4 wins? My team looks stacked. My team looks insane compared to their team. I understand the sloth is there, but still. God damn. By the way, I'm sorry to ruin your sloth run. I didn't, you know, wasn't trying to call it out in that way or something. I was just, you know, pointing it out. Anyway, transform into this another the same tier. Probably not something I want to do, I would imagine. Yeah, probably not something I'm looking to do. I feel like I have a sneeze. There it is. Took a moment, but it got there. Whew. Like, I do want to do levels, and I feel like just trying to get chocolates and stuff for these isn't great. But it's not like I don't know. It's not like I have a real easy avenue to get levels. It would still be rolling. It would just be rolling for other things that aren't the ones that I already have. Having 2 here is tempting. Bless me. Thanks. Thanks. 2 each turn. Okay, chocolate. We're only at 5 out of 10, so I think to you makes more sense. I think it does. Could have ended up with a level 3 camel if we kept with it. Yeah, we could have. Guess I'll save the date, get the melon armor on that, steak on that or something. Leveling the horse would be nice. The stats of these 2 have leveled off. That's not a... Oh. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we're losing this round. Jesus. They must have been getting health from that thing for a while. Melon. Steak. Roll. Sure. We're unfortunately, I think, reaching a bad place, which is that we have not kept these going so much, and so they're falling off. They're falling off a bit. We just haven't not had good luck with chocolates and duplicates since we went to this one. Team feels like it shouldn't be that big, but maybe this turtle does. He's not dead yet. How was that turtle? The turtle lived forever because of the dinosaur healing it, man. That was pretty wild. Definitely the team spirit. Stats. We already rolled once though. This thing just, I don't know, I think it's bad. I just think it's bad. You like can't pull it off reasonably. Just can't really pull it off most of the time. Like when I see a pair, I'm like, oh, I should freeze 2. It's like, should I though? Should I bother freezing those 2 though? We have a level. This is part of why I don't like the level team, but I think I've been a little bit. This baboon has done more harm than it. It's so sad. This fairy armadillo was so good, and then it was just barely not living hits for quite a few rounds there. That is not a 5-win team. Or 6-win team. That's crazy. That is not a fucking 5-win team, man. That's wild. That is wild. I guess this is just another weekly wishy-washy. Like the Pokemon fish, I think. Or whatever. Alright, let's see. There was let's see, what other stories? I need to distract from losing too much. Oh, did you guys see the hockey guy that beat up the golf guy at that random golf place, and he threw him into the lake, and then he like tossed him? That's been getting memed like all the past week, and it's to be honest, it is kind of funny. It is, I can't even deny it. It's pretty funny. The guy giving his own punches sound effects when he went bang, bang as he's punching a guy. Very hockey coded. It was so funny. And then someone painted a picture of the guy getting thrown that I saw on Reddit. Amazing. What a time we live in. What a time we live in. Okay, fuse. I think like this is like long term, but this is good like kind of now by like a lot probably, because anything getting hurt triggers is gonna be better than like all this. Should also just do it to these two, I guess, but I'll do it to these two. What the heck? What the heck? You got to Master 17 Pokemon Sleep, probably won't get to 20. That's a bummer. But I did sort of, oh, well, we got a dog, though. I did mention that there's a decent chance that would happen, because it's only big pot size, not big, not big... Oh. And above this, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, this is the order we want. Yeah. You won't get the buffed meals, just the bigger pots. But you'll get the buffed meals in the second week of the event that's coming up. That's a lot of mana. That's a lot of mana. That sucks. That sucks. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. You level this first, you get a stat of 2. You level this, you get a stat of 2. Pretty dope. Sell this to do this. For later, I guess. Has to be in the same turn, right? Yeah, so freeze this, because this is actually a good thing to feed. And then... I'm basically thinking about, like, maybe I do try to level 3 Bison. Kind of what I'm thinking about. But I'm also willing to, like, try to level anything, really. Okay! The level 3 is now very potential. Very potentially there. Which is cool. What's not so cool is... This week I saw some news thing related to... Okay, it's some good stats, but... Lizards? Related to... I forget what company is doing it. Maybe it's a firm, but doing a buy now, pay later that gamers can use to buy DLC. Which is just... absolutely... I believe the youngins would say, that's cooked. We're cooked, etc. Okay. Okay. We're setting up for levels still. This doesn't need to be... Okay, well. I was gonna say I should move that guy to the back, probably, but this is an 810. I'd rather transform the 810, but whatever. Okay. I would say that worked out. Okay. Oh, just to get it all. Just get everything. Oh, baby, a triple. Okay, hold on. So now, it's not really an early Bison, but it is a Bison. And you know what? I think I'm just going to sell this thing. Because you have to spend like 6 gold to get 2 pairs. And instead we could just get this involved. Now the other question would be, do we have the time to listen to me whine? We would like to level this and then probably sell it? But there's also this, and like health is obviously very good. And these things are pretty chunky, so they can probably live some hits. And then especially if they're getting transformed into hurt trigger things, you know, there's all that stuff going on. You know what? Because the baboon, I think, was... But it's a level potential. Never mind. It's a level potential. It's too tempting, but it's probably greedy. I haven't done a bison thing in a while. Maybe I just get lucky with a bison thing, and that's what I needed to finally break my losing streak. Double of this is pretty sweet. Double porcupine's pretty cool. Yes. Yes. And no. And well, maybe this one's something. Baboon. Baboon would have been sweet. Think. Stick this on you to get some more stuff. You know, another thing I'm considering is the fact that I think definitely next turn we get rid of that baboon because we won't have a tier 5 anyway. And so that would be better for making sure that we can... Because you don't want to bring this in late when everything's already one... Okay, that's a good start. And that is a good unit to get big. We do need this level 3 though. That is the one problem. So, do we go more stats with the monk? Because we have to keep this. The hurt trigger thing has been cool, but maybe just getting rid of it also for the fact of hurt trigger have been actually really good, but what does this do when it's leveled up? Transforms 2 friends ahead into any useful level 3 hurt pets. I mean, if this was level 3 instead of that, that would be amazing. But it's not currently, so... And we have to keep this for the bison. Really, I would want to sell this if it didn't affect the bison, but... I'm so conflicted. Because these hurt triggers have been really useful to keep our health high, but also, if we want to continue long term, we probably need the monk, this thing to start giving stats to these guys as well. And then also we do kind of want to get more levels for stuff. Maybe it's just do the big pivot, take both of these out, bring both of these in. I think I'm gonna try that. We'll buy this first. I will roll. This getting level 3 would be good too. You will give health to this turn. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that one first and wait. I'm gonna do that one first and wait. Order-wise, I guess you should still do this. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be so excited about the monk. Unfortunate there on that health. But we do draw at least. Only one trigger off of that. Okay, nice. Get the level, get the stats. 2 to every turn is nice. Honestly, it is better than this. You could just start octopussing and get rid of this. But going to do I did the opposite of the thing that I said I was gonna do, so that's great. That's great for me. I did the opposite of the thing I said I was gonna do. Very cool. Good job, me. Good job. Good job. I'm stupid. So stupid. Alright. Okay, alright. 4 health, 5 wins. I feel like we're a bit behind on the wins number. But our stats are looking kind of okay for now. They are crackening. Thankfully, we lived. Ochre. Yeah, I'll do that on you. If we could level this and get rid of this, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. I'm ignoring the cotton candies. I'm ignoring basically... there it is. There it is. Okay. Now. We can sell this for 3. Which is definitely of interest. Yes. We could still sell this for 3. Bring in this. Bring in Team Spirit. Maybe not Team Spirit. I'm gonna sell this. Bring in this. I think that's worth doing. I honestly do think that's worth doing. But it also would have been nice if I didn't sell the monk. I will say that. This is a team that's similar to what I've been doing. For sure. Got a big guy there. That is so unfortunate in like 2 different ways. That the snipe didn't hit that, and then that it wasn't enough to... That was brutal. I don't really want to use the chocolate on this. It would give this health though, which is something that's of interest to me. Although you could also just do this. The problem is we are at the point where things aren't necessarily living hits that easily. So that is a concern, but this is a redemption moment, I think. That's what I'm telling myself. That's what I'm telling myself. So we'll see. We will see. Okay. We're gonna like trade. We hit the vulture with the ability, but it didn't matter at all. Okay. That's pretty important for that. That's pretty good for that, I would say. Yeah, we just want you to be bigger so that you get healed more. Okay, that's definitely more promising now. Heal this thing back up to 30 at least once. Oh yeah. Oh, double Phoenix is pretty scary. But, yeah, so basically if this jellyfish lives to start, it's gonna go kind of insane. So that's part of why I'm thinking I might put an ochre on it at this point. The attack is nice, but we're actually trying to live hits more than we're trying to do that. So I think that's pretty fair. Also, it does give us like the health stuff going on. You could Judean date melon this so that it doesn't ideally die. It's not crazy. Not likely to help that much, but it's not crazy. Freeze. 7 out of 10. We're not really getting scaling anymore, but we have some synergies and then a random octopus that honestly is not that good. But we're healing, and that's the thing that matters. We're healing we're healing on this jellyfish, which is what matters. It really is just what matters. Freeze, because we'd rather chocolate or something if we see it. Well, there it is. And we certainly rather love the octopus first before this. Alright. And the bison is doing its thing, getting a little bit bigger. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of triggers, and that hippo at the back is gonna do something. I don't really know exactly what, but it's gonna do something. The octopus dying there is brutal, because it did not get to shoot. And it would have been nice if it got to shoot, so I'm moving it up 1. I am moving it up 1. Because it really would benefit from that. How crazy is it to lollipop the bison? Well, we're at 1 health. I have bad feelings about everything that's happening here. It's a pretty big team. You have the health thing happening, but so do I, but mine are slightly bigger. It's enough. Okay, 1 more. Come on. Bring me home. Bring me home, please. 1741 is a little silly, but it is a little silly. You know, there's the thing where like eventually you could transform this if you really wanted to, but pretty gambly, plus it's not actually that big yet. Okay. Bison level would be probably the biggest wish. Did not get there. Okay. 9 with 1 health. 9 with 1 health. Okay, we should live the first hit. which is the big deal. No, we lose. We lose. This hippo went crazy. Let me see that again. I'm not used to paying attention to the hippo. God damn. I can't win. I can't get anything. Alright, hippo. 1, 2, 3. Oh, because they got the double of this thing going on, huh? Shoots those, but this had some sort of armor thing on it. I didn't get to see how much damage that did. God damn it, man. God damn it. Well, but it's a cursed set of weeks here in a row. Cursed set of things going on. Crazy how, I don't know. I just perhaps overrating the monk. Although it was good to get, it was really helpful to get this thing's health high enough to have this going. Like, that was a good combination. I guess ideally you would rather it be on the octopus. It was just that the octopus wasn't big enough yet. And then this thing usually took all the health triggers. So there is that, I suppose, but I guess that's the end of it. Another weekly gone. No 10 wins in sight. Maybe I'm too zeroed in on certain things, who knows. Or maybe it's just, you know, luck of the draw. But until next time, fart noise.